Hello everybody. Happy Thursday. I am loving the weather from yesterday and today. Don't mind my hair. I washed it last night and then this morning went to CrossFit and we were running. You know, it was kind of rainy and just really sweaty. So, you know, I had lots of curly cues going on there. So, you know, don't mind the top knot. Okay, so Thursday's Makeup Minute is all about getting the most out of your skincare and all of your prep products. So many times when I talk to you guys about our skincare routine, you know, the package, the steps, or when you ask, what do I use? And so many times you hear, oh my gosh, Amy, how do you have time for all those steps? Like, I don't have time in the morning. Like, I have 5 minutes to get out the door. You guys know I am always running and rushing to the very last minute. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm going to tell you how I fit it in, because usually I get that after I say, you know, you're going to put it on and then you got to let it sit for a few minutes so your skin can fully absorb the product before you move on to the next step. So I promise you, I'm not standing in my bathroom or sitting in my lounge going, while I'm waiting for my skincare product to set and soak in, and so I can fully get the most benefits of it. So I'm going to walk you through my steps. Here we go. So step number 1, I cleanse. I do this in my shower. So, you know, the steam, and not only is it really convenient for me because I don't have to stand over the sink and do that, but the steam from the shower is really opening up my pores. So it's making this awesome thing do an even better job about cleansing and deep down into my pores, because you know I have oily and acne prone skin, so I do get some blackheads, so I really need this to get all the way down in there. So I do that in the shower. Immediately when I get out of the shower, I use my rose water toning spritz. You can just right on your face and let it sit and let it go. But because I, like I said, have oily and acne prone skin, I put about 4 to 5 spritzes on like a little cotton round, and then I wipe it like you would a traditional toner, because it also is going to help exfoliate and also get any residual dirt and oil that this may have left behind or that I didn't get rinsed away thoroughly. So then I do that, and then I put my body lotion on, and time out, that's not what I do. You know, you like get in a routine in the morning and then, you know, like you just do it without really thinking because you're still kind of in that bedtime fog. Okay, so I put that on, and then I take my hair out of my towel and I spritz my leave-in treatment in that, and then I apply my instant lifting serum. So this, you know, just a little tiny bit on my ring finger, dab it under my eyes to help lift and get rid of those bags, and then you want to let that soak in a little bit. So, you know, I clean my ears, I put my body lotion on, and then I put my deodorant on, like I do that kind of stuff, and then I put my moisturizer on. Yes, this is my moisturizer. I'm down to the very last bit of it, and you want to get all the goodness out of here, so I just off the top swirl my finger in there around and then cut it down a little bit and cut it down a little bit, because I want to get it's good to the very last drop. You don't want to lose any of that. Okay, so then I do that, and then I go and I get dressed. This is the longest part of my process, I swear. So then I go and get dressed, and then after I'm dressed, then I get my primer and I put that on, and I'm actually gonna put that on now because I haven't done that yet. So I put my primer on, and who's not using a primer? Why do we need to use a primer? This is a really important step. Really, really important step, because it is helping. So this bad boy is going to, puts like, a very thin layer between your skin and your makeup, your foundation, because so then your makeup is not sitting directly onto your skin and then absorbing into your pores, absorbing into any fine lines and wrinkles, and then making those more pronounced. So it's going to help diminish the looks of fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to help create a barrier that's also going to help reduce oil and shine throughout the day, which is really, really super important for this oily skin girl. And then it's giving it a smooth finish. It's actually filling in those tiny lines and wrinkles. So it's creating a smooth surface. So when your foundation goes on top, is also another reason why it's not settling into those fine lines and wrinkles. Let's see, what did I forget? And then, you always have a little bit left on your hands. It's really good for smoothing flyaways and dry ends. So, we'll use that for right now because I got a lot of little wispies going on right there. And then it's also going to help you use less foundation, which with our foundation, I mean, really, you're not using a lot to begin with, but it's going to help it glide on really soft and smooth, going to use less of it, and then it is also going to help it from slipping and sliding off of your face throughout the day. The other thing that I just learned about primer, thank you, April, is so many times, right, when girls are sending me pictures or they're talking to me about the foundation, they say that typically a foundation makes them look orangey, and nobody wants that. And we always just think it's because we're choosing the wrong foundation shade, which that could be part of it. But the other part of it can be, especially with oily skin, when you put a foundation, it can actually oxidize, is what the word is called, which makes it give that orangey effect. So the primer can help reduce the oranginess because the makeup is not sitting directly on your face. Isn't that cool? There's science behind it. Who knew, right? Science and beauty. Love it. So you're going to put that on, and then typically what I do next is I will comb out my hair, work in my product because that takes a lot of time with all this hair, and then I put my foundation on, put my concealer on, and then when my concealer is somewhat drying and setting, then I will dry my hair, and then I will set my concealer with my setting powder and finish the rest of my face. So those are my little tidbits for getting the most out of your skincare products. Is work it into your morning or your daily routine, so you're not, because nobody has time to sit here and go, okay, Amy said to wait 3 to 5 minutes in between steps, so now I'm just sitting here like, no. And you don't have to set a timer, it doesn't have to be exact, but you do want to give each product the time to set in and do its magic before you move on to the next step. So I'm going to put on the rest of my face. Those are some tips and tricks for that. Some wonderful goodness about our glorious face primer, which I think, just between you and me, this is my favorite, #1 favorite product that we have in the catalog. And I never was using a primer. Actually, I take that back. I had just started using a primer maybe within the year before I joined Younique. But I didn't really know all of those benefits, but besides it was helping my makeup to last throughout the day. So yes, my #1 favorite product. Shh, don't tell. I mean, not that it's supposed to be the mascara, because we have all of these amazing things now, but when I joined, we really didn't have that much. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and if you have any questions, remember this bad boy comes Flawless 4 this month, and any of you lovely ladies that get the Flawless 4 during this month, you're getting a special gift for me. Happy male, who doesn't love that? So enjoy your day. I'm really logging off now. Bye.